Imagine this. You wake up, look in the mirror, and realize you're not yourself anymore. Tired eyes, memory like a traitor, forgetting even the simplest things. Emotions, either exploding for no reason or hollow to the bone. You're still breathing, still going to work, still managing a polite smile. But deep inside, your brain is being eroded by stress, bit by bit. This isn't normal tiredness. It's a silent biological storm attacking you 24/7. It shrinks the part of your brain responsible for memory, clarity, and self-control. It turns your emotion center into a nuclear reactor, ready to blow over the smallest things. And worst of all, you don't even realize you're being destroyed until it's too late. Today, I'll take you on a journey, not to scare you, but to show you exactly what chronic stress is doing to your brain, emotions, and body. And more importantly, how you can take back control before it knocks you out completely. We live in a world that's never been this fast and noisy. Phones buzzing, deadlines looming, social media flooding with news, pressure from studies, work, family. And amid all this chaos, stress isn't just a tense feeling. Chronic stress is a chemical war in your brain. A war that, if you don't recognize it, you'll lose before you even get a chance to defend yourself. Today you'll learn what really happens in your brain during prolonged stress, why you're slowly losing memory, motivation, and even yourself, and how science has proven ways to repair your brain. Part 1. How stress attacks the brain. 1. Cortisol, the brain's double-edged sword. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, known as the survival hormone. In small doses and short bursts, it's a hero, keeping you alert and quick to react in danger. But when cortisol floods your brain day after day, it turns into a destroyer. 2. Shrinking of the prefrontal cortex. Imagine this brain region as the CEO, handling decisions, controlling impulses, and managing working memory. Chronic stress causes it to shrink. The result? You make more impulsive decisions, lose focus, and find yourself snapping over little things. 3. Enlarged amygdala. The amygdala is your emotional alarm system. Normally, it helps you react to danger. But under prolonged stress, it swells and becomes hypersensitive, like a fire alarm blaring just because you're cooking noodles. This keeps you in a constant state of alertness and chronic anxiety. 4th, weakened hippocampus. The hippocampus is your memory library. Prolonged stress damages its neurons, making you forget easily and struggle to learn new things. And then you wonder, why can't I remember what I said 5 minutes ago? It's not absent-mindedness, it's stress erasing your data. Part 2. Emotional and social consequences. Chronic stress isn't just fleeting pressure. It's a silent storm seeping into your mind, eroding you bit by bit. It doesn't just harm your brain, but transforms you into a stranger to yourself, like a once vibrant painting now draped in gray. 1. Uncontrolled emotions. You suddenly become irritable, like a flame flaring up over a careless word, or so sensitive that a small comment throws you off balance, as if the whole world is against you. Some days you sink into silence for no reason, like a ghost adrift in the crowd. The joys you once loved, a favorite song, a walk, or laughter with friends, now feel dull, like cold leftovers. This isn't you being weak. Stress disrupts dopamine, the happiness hormone, turning your brain into a radio with no signal, leaving you in a frightening silence. 2. Eroded relationships. Stress makes you withdraw, like a snail retreating into its shell. Gatherings with friends, once a joy, now feel like a burden. You decline invitations, lose patience listening, and slowly drift from loved ones. The more you isolate, the deeper you sink into loneliness, creating a downward spiral. Relationships, friends, family, partners, become fragile threads, easily snapped under the weight of the silence you impose on yourself. 3. Losing yourself. One day you look in the mirror and startle. That person isn't you anymore. Eyes devoid of light, smile faded. You wonder, where did I go? This isn't laziness or weakness. Your brain is exhausted, stealing the self that once shone. the self that believed it could conquer the world. Part 3. Stress wrecks the body. Your brain and body are a unified whole, as tightly linked as the heartbeat and breath in your chest. But when chronic stress creeps in, it becomes a relentless red alert, ringing through your system, thrusting your body into a silent yet fierce battle. It doesn't just tire you out, it destroys you from within, cell by cell, beat by beat, until your body cries out in desperation, "Stop!" Chronic stress isn't a passing breeze. It's a smoldering fire, burning through your body in ways you might not notice right away. Increased inflammation. Stress triggers inflammatory responses, making you more prone to illness, from minor joint pain to more serious issues. Wounds heal slowly, as if your body's stuck in a perpetual fight. Weakened immune system. You find yourself catching colds or minor illnesses more often, like uninvited guests that overstay. Stress exhausts your immune system, leaving it too tired to fend off even the smallest threats. Increased cardiovascular risk, blood pressure spikes, your heart races as if it's competing with time itself. Chronic stress is a silent enemy of the heart, edging you closer to serious cardiovascular issues. Digestive disorders. Your stomach twists, irritable bowel syndrome torments you. Meals that once delighted now feel like a burden, as if your body rejects even the simplest joys. Persistent exhaustion. It's not just tiredness after a long day, but a relentless fatigue that clings to you, making every step, every thought feel like carrying lead. At some point, your body can't take it anymore. It will cry out, through pain, sleepless nights, or moments when you feel you can't go on. This isn't a sign of weakness. It's your body begging for help, pleading with you to stop, listen, and change. Part 4. The path to recovery. The good news is, your brain can heal thanks to neuroplasticity, its ability to regenerate and form new neural connections. Science recommends these ways to improve stress. Regular movement. Spend about 30 minutes brisk walking daily to noticeably lower cortisol. Quality sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours to let your brain clear out trash and repair cells. Mindful breathing. Set aside 5 minutes for deep, slow breaths each day to lower your heart rate and ease stress instantly. Journaling. This helps release thoughts and break negative loops. Social connection. Talk with a trusted friend or therapist to rebuild ties. Double quote, double quote. Stress isn't an innate enemy. It's sometimes a signal to slow down, to change. But if you let it linger too long, like an uninvited guest that overstays, it will take over, gnawing at your soul at every beat of your life. Your brain, that silent companion, has quietly protected you your whole life, storing precious moments, helping you through hardships, and keeping your heart beating with love. Now it's time to give back, to protect and care for it, so it can continue being the flame that lights up who you are. You don't need to do anything grand, just a minute of deep breathing, a walk under the sun, or a moment to rest without judging yourself. Thank you for staying with Inner Nether until the end of today's journey. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so we can keep exploring the deeper layers of life and the soul, where every step forward is a step toward growth.